Kim thinks he's like, stud man.
He is.
He's pretty cool. I like Christmas lights.
The other Kim in the room thinks so also.
He's a little Jack Nicholson.
He's pretty
A
hot.
little Jack Nicholson. Jack T.
Minnie Nicholson.
But anyway, that seems like...
Is there a phone call right now? Is that why those lights are flashing? Why don't we just talk to these people? I realize they're calling saying, like, just get the hell off the mic.
They can win tickets to see you tonight.
Oh, really?
They're not playing anywhere tonight.
Hello?
In case anybody wonders, Sonic Youth aren't playing in town tonight. They will be in the future sometime.
Okay, this phone call wants to ask us about working with Dinosaur Jr. on the new album. Actually, we did an 8-track demo in a small studio in New York, and we had...
He actually sang backup vocals in that last song, Tunic.
Oh, that last song you heard, Tunic, Jay is actually singing a little bit in the background vocals. You can't really hear him very well, but Jay and Don produced the demos that we did for this album, and Jay mixed them. Don went on tour with Ball. And then we said we're going to have them work with us when we did the real record in 24, et cetera, et cetera. And they kind of helped. I mean, they were kind of also preoccupied with their own thing. Jay kind of helped tune the drums. He watched a lot of TV with Public Enemy because they were in the same studio. And it was pretty interesting. We gave them sub-production credit. I mean, they were always around. Don and Jay are both really great singers, and they sort of really helped in that sense that they sort of would tell you when you were really off, because we're always off to begin with.
You're out here.
Anyway, that's about it. I mean, they were just hanging out. I mean, at the time, Jay and Don were playing together in Dinosaur Jr., and now they're not. And I don't know how to elaborate on it. Anything else you want to know about that? Well, I put the phone up against the mic. I didn't hear what you said. The Lunatics? They're just a New York all-girl band that we saw once about a year ago, and we told the people at Blast First, hey man, you should just put a single out about these girls. Let's put them in a studio, have them do a couple songs, and throw a single out, and let them go on their way. And what was unfortunate is Blast First seemed to think, well, no, let's put them in the studio for a year and buy them all new equipment and try to make a big Runaways deal out of it. And that was kind of against the grain as far as I was concerned. And so that's what's going on with them. But they have really good songs and stuff, and I think they're just being kind of exploited by that record company.
Ask him if he's on the guest list.
Are you on the guest list? No, neither am I. You're with the band?
He's out of hand.
Do they know who I'm talking to?
Yes.
Do you know who I'm talking to?
Yes, I do. You put the phone up to the mic and I heard him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So are you...
You met him last time you were here.
I met you last time you were here? I was here. Oh, how are you doing? Well, we're on the radio, man. Are you listening to it right now?
Turn down your radio.
Turn down your radio. There's too much feedback. Anyway, we better take another call, dude. Did you say bye? Oh, okay. Bye.
Someone.
That was strange, but what is he? I'm not quite sure. I know who this guy was or is.
Do you want to try to explain?
He was at my house last time you were over, and curly hair, and I still does.
That was Robert Palmer, wasn't it?
Well, you just spoke to Robert Palmer.
Oh.
He's sort of working out the English accent.
How come Thrasher's not here today?
Oh, he might be working, sleeping.
No, he's destroying some music somewhere?
Working, sleeping.
Can we play Destroy All Music by the Weirdos? Do you have that single?
Don't have it down here. That's what he initially took it from, but he doesn't play that anymore. He did at one point. Mm-hmm. What did Public Enemy watch on TV? They're coming to town next week. We want to make sure that...
They don't watch it. I mean, Public Enemy, as far as we were concerned, was pretty much... they watch sports and shit.
And why are you talking about Public Enemy?
Chuck is a real sports nut, as is most people that we're being associated with these days.
Because the record hasn't come out yet. Because the record is coming out.
And
big Braves game tomorrow. Somebody's pitching.
What?
Who? Pete Smith pitching tomorrow. You know where I'll be.
somewhere else.
Explain to him the Public Enemy.
Explain. Public Enemy were recording in.
They were recording Fear of a Black Planet in the same studio that we were recording our record, and that's about it. I mean, it was basically Chuck and Eric Sadler, Vietnam Sadler, and Keith Shockley. And his brother Hank was there once in a while, but it was basically those guys, those three, and then like a lot of their friends would come in. And they.
So you met him on the elevator and said, "Hey, be on."
There's no elevator, man. It's about the size of this room. I tell you, it's a small
Like
place.
the lobby was like as big as this.
Yeah. And Eric, the engineer, we got along with real well. And he was, they were just really just working, and we would watch TV with them, I was watching TV with Ice Cube one day. He came by the studio. I mean, it was pretty cool because we really liked those guys. We liked their music a lot. So
in the video too, right?
it was really interesting. Who, Ice Cube?
No, who?
Well, Chuck is. And Kim had that song "Cool Thing," and one of the lines in it was "Fear of a Female Planet."
I wanted him to say that line, and then anything else he wanted to say, and I said, "Check, go ahead." And he just did it. He was, it was kind of funny because he used cliches that he doesn't normally use, and when you hear the record, you'd never guess it was Chuck.
Cool Thing is that about LL Cool J or?
Well, it was sort of inspired by him after interviewing him, but it's about, a lot of things. It's about Patty Hearst in the closet.
Yeah, I
Jane Fonda,
picked out the obvious Cool J references in there.
Jane Fonda lusting after the black girls.
The French fries are pretty good. They're pretty
Is that what
good.
it is?
It's about being on a major label.
What's that sound like?
Sounds like you punching the microphone. Is that obvious enough? If you want
Been in the studio how many times now?
you can hit it again. I mean, it didn't really damage it.
Oh man.
I don't know if it wants to be hit again.
So
but
when's the
you
record coming out?
How come
Tuesday.
How come Mary Max is closed on the weekends?
All formats.
I don't know. I've never figured that. It's just I think it's just some sort of Southern tradition that you closed on
Right.
Saturday and Sunday. They probably used to close on Wednesday or whenever day it was that. I don't know.
Nobody goes to lunch.
That's not true. They do it real well on dinner if they stayed open.
What time is it? Should we get going? Yeah.
Okay.
We discussed about
Nothing.
all the concepts about us going from an independent to a major, and what we think of the recent labeling
What are you talking about?
controversies.
Is that Two Live Crew? Is that what you're on about?
No, that's what we talk about everywhere. It was really nice not to have to talk about that.
Good.
stuff.
Well, we didn't.
What?
The true about Ozzy?
We've heard that.
Ozzy Nelson.
Run out grooves there on the vinyl.
Did you see that?
No.
This is our representative from Geffen Records, and he hasn't read the run out grooves on the vinyl.
No, I haven't. You're right. I
Yeah.
actually have a copy of the vinyl.
You'll see it in
Well-
the magazine or ET Digest first.
That might be
There's some coming to the hotel though.
that might be a problem with the company.
If it's out, it's how we were probably.
That's true. That's true.
Although we got 3 days to pull them back.
So what are we doing with that?
The dicks will have their
We're
say.
talking. Okay. Well, we're gonna give away a cassette.
Oh, great. Here, let me get the phone.
Hey, Chuck D.
What?
Chuck D makes,
No, not yet. They don't get it.
makes this stuff for cassette.
Hang out, Rick.
Yeah, really? First caller. I was just anticipating you giving away a cassette.
Tell me the loser.
Okay, we gotta come up with a question.
Try later,
for you to
Richard.
answer. You think you know who this is?
No, I doubt it.
State your name over the. Okay, I'm gonna count to 3, and you're gonna state your name. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, so we don't know who you are, so that's cool. What we're gonna do is come up with a question. What number in the Ecstatic Peace catalog is the Red Transistor single?
What's Pete Smith's record?
What's he saying? I
What
know.
does Pete Smith record for?
What's he saying? I'm not listening.
Answer.
Same number of turns that the grease pig turns devil's eyes.
material.
That's a pretty good answer.
What was the answer? I wasn't listening. What did he say? What did you say? No, that's pretty good. Okay, what's Pete Smith's record? His batting record?
No, he's a pitcher. I don't know.
You know,
what
for
it
that
is.
flaw, I'll just give you the record. I know, it's the cassette.
It's a cassette.
Yeah, it's not a real thing.
Okay.
Oh, man. This whole place is kind of on the pipe today.
That's part of the main
This, yeah. Well, we'll send you the cassette, and then, are you going to give us your address? I have to write his address down? So your
Yeah.
name is what, Brad? Oh, Michael. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he won because he said something. It was
Michael?
the catalog number was the same
Gooch?
number of times the.
Gooch?
Don't.
No, what is it?
Don't give his address.
Williams.
People are all going to be coming over to his house now.
What's your address?
This.
before Tuesday.
They said
Trendy Avenue? Doorknob? Wait, Gorknob? What did you say? Okay, I can't tell
that's
the
close
people.
enough.
It's Confederate Avenue.
So now everybody's going over to see him
Give me a
tonight.
number and
He won't have it
confidence
tonight though. He'll get it sometime.
The number of Confederate Avenue.
In the near future, he'll be
What is it?
receiving this wonderful item in the
I'll
mail.
keep that one under the hat.
And that's what, New York City, New York 1002?
He's too lazy to walk over
But-
here. Forget
What are
it.
you giving your mother?
Oh, wait a minute. He's supposed to come here and
No,
get it?
we'll mail it to him. We've gone to
that's
one of these
that's,
mailing things.
Atlanta?
We hope so. If he's listening from somewhere else, he can go somewhere.
30012.
We
Okay.
never even played this.
We'll send that express mail today. And it'll only cost you $6.99. No. Cool. All right. Well, thanks. And say thank you to all the little Thrasherites out there. Hold on a second. Go ahead. 1, 2, and...
Thank you, Thrasherites.
It went out.
That was it.
That was it, he said.
Okay.
We've got people saying that was it. They understand them.
What are we with the idea of labeling? Oh, yeah. Totally.
No, don't get
No,
into this.
we're not into it.
They've talked about this everywhere.
We're not into it. We think Two Live Crew should be thrown in jail for making extremely bad music. That's about all I can say. Oh. No, it may or may not contain bestiality in our lyrics. We're really not sure ourselves.
Well, they actually.
Oh, the DJ really wants me to hang up.
No, I don't care.
No, you do care.
Don't. Yeah, I do. You're right.
You don't. Okay.
I do.
All right. See ya. See ya.
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't.
All right.
Well,
We got a winner.
do we?
So we're gonna go. We have to go to Athens and do a radio interview up there also.
All right. Well, we had something queued up here from Jon Peel.
Jon Peel, yes. This is a bootleg. This is a bootleg that somebody put out on Goofin Records. This is Goo number 1.
Which is not the same catalog number as the Red Transistor.
No, that's a Static Peace Records. I'm not sure who put this out, but I think it's a shame that people rip off other people's music, especially since music is a free thing. If you're gonna bootleg somebody, just give it. Don't sell it. Now, what I tell you, this song is from a Peel session where he did covers of Fall, Marky Smith's Manchester band. This isn't it. And the name of the song is called Psycho Mafia. He wrote that song about the club scene in Manchester. And it could easily be about the dude who used to run the Metroplex. This song is for you, dude, and for all the hairs.
Did one last question? Did you pay the Fall their royalties for these then? If you're not into...
Well, we even put this out.
Well, I know that, but when you play the songs, you have to...
Yeah. I'll teach those bootleggers. Dave said it. Just make tapes of this following transmission. They're free. Just go to Wax and Facts and hand them out to all the punks. That's what it's about, man. We're gonna overthrow the company. I want to have rocket launchers aimed at the corporate buildings of WEA.